Good morning, sisters. How are you? Um, you are gonna. I'm sounding a little froggy. I ended up catching the virus that everybody I think is getting. You know, the hustle of right before Christmas happens, and this week is my birthday week. So, um, I think sometimes my spirit is saying, just when I think I'm acting nice and slow and really not doing a whole lot, my body reminds me that I still need to slow down even more. It's so tough. Do you guys have that problem, like saying I need to slow down, but you get too excited and you don't quite slow down enough? Uh, so at this time, I just see somebody pop on. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to invite. Facebook lets me in. Again, I'm sorry about when I get sick, my hair stands straight up. It's the oddest thing. But you always know that. Oh, Facebook, maybe they'll let me. Oh, yeah, they will. So I have had in the past people ask me, what do you do when you have a cold or a virus? And as you know, with a virus, like the last couple of days I've had like a headache and a migraine, and people ask me, what do you do? And at some point I will put together something for you guys. um I have here, and you'll see this really weird face for me because I don't like it because of the lemon, but it's a fourth of a teaspoon of turmeric with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. That's what I don't like. I grate about a half a teaspoon of ginger, and what I do is I boil the water and let the ginger, because it's a root, it needs to boil for a little bit to get all the medicinal properties out. I let it cool just slightly because when I add it to the turmeric, the heat, too much heat from your turmeric will it will go away. So if you to keep the medicinal properties, you just let it cool just slightly. You still want it to be warm, and pour it over the turmeric, and then I add raw honey. That's what I do when I have a cold, and I'll probably drink. I'll sip on this throughout the day and night. That really helps with my headache pain, my migraine pain, and really I try to prevent me from taking any ibuprofen or anything for that. So that's my trick. But when you see the sour faces, that's what it is. I don't like the lemon. So Diane, good morning. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. I have missed you so much. If you don't know who Diane is our moderator for our sisterhood, and she keeps us going every week with the questions. And we couldn't be more blessed to have her as part of our sisterhood. Um, that reminds me, we are our top sisters for this year are receiving my class, Wise Women Within. So if you feel walking into winter that you would like to know more about being a woman in winter and what that means, we this preparation, and for this 4 week class, it's typically $47, but I really want to offer it, especially for this next year or two, want to offer it as pay what you can. So I don't want anybody to not feel that they cannot take this class because of finances. So it's $47, but it's also pay what you can. And our top sisters became top sisters because they're most active. They come to the ceremonies when they can, or they listen in, they comment, and they're really part of the Sacred Women principles and really learning those principles. And they're sharing this group, they're inviting women in. That is how they became, it's the top 10, or actually I think 12, I picked 12 this year. The top 12 sisters are all part of that because of those reasons. So if you would like to be, for this next coming year, if you would like to be a top sister, invite the women on your the women of your own tribe. So your friends on Facebook, the women that you socialize with, invite them to our group, and they can learn these Sacred Women principles for free. Or if somebody really feels they have a lot of value, you can donate, make comments, be part of the questions. Those all Facebook kind of gives me top 10, and I take those top 10 and I will put them into the class. Our next class will be in the spring, and the top 10 again will be able to receive the class for free. So anyway, that's it with that. Let us get us into the teaching. If you're here, please say hi. I want to know that you're here. And we'll start with our Sacred Sisterhood prayer. So if you'd like to close your eyes. I needed this, I think. And I needed this. I needed all of you this morning so badly. Take a deep breath in. And exhale slow. And just feel yourself in your body. For me, I'm just really feeling my lungs. Giving my body so much thanks and gratitude for just helping me fight this cold. Just being present. Just everything that it's doing for me right now. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale slow, just feel your sisters as part of the sisterhood, just wrapping their arms around you in love and support, care. Just know, even if we're not all present and we're all watching and observing each other and giving us so much love and support, every single woman who's part of the sisterhood supports you just as you are. Last breath. And as you exhale slow, just bringing in your highest, whatever your highest belief system is, just bringing them part of you. Helping you be present is learning the principle for today. Asking all of your highest helpers of love, of peace, of kindness, just to be here. As we say our sacred sisterhood prayer, freedom of lineage. We are here to celebrate our connection to each other, our sacred cycles, and who we are. We are here to bless our paths as we become one by learning our sacred women principles. I ask all of our highest, divine of love, of peace, of joy, of happiness, and kindness to awaken every cell in me and around me, weaving divine light and love in sisterhood. I am an empowered woman living her truth. Adorned and celebrating my feminine power, I see and am seen. I hear and am heard. I love and am loved. I witness and am witnessed. We are an infinite bridge between heaven and earth. Allow my truth to flow through me, opening to love in all ways. I am alive. I bear life. I light the way. May we be at home in our wombs and free in our hearts as we walk in love. And one thing that I did forget to mention is, what is the Sacred Sisterhood Society? What are we all about? And I truly believe as women, despite our privileges, despite our different belief system, despite all of our differences, political differences, that we can come together by learning our sacred women principles. And I really truly believe that as we are women who walk this path, that we really can change the world because we're all willing to start at home. And to me, that is just so magical and amazing. So let us begin by talking about stillness. Oh, that lemon. Can you feel, sisters, the stillness of winter coming? Oh, I feel it. Like, it's just next week, right? Official start of winter. I feel living in northern Maine and our connection to the earth, our spirit feels it sooner than the solstice, right? Do you feel that way? Please comment below. For those who do not know what the solstice is, and some of you might not, I've heard this a lot. The solstice is simply the darkest day and night of the year. Yeah. If you begin to feel it, or if you cannot feel it, we can see the hustle, right? That's all around us. Right now on my property, I see a lot of the squirrels and the birds, the crows, and they're really, like, you can see them harvesting and really getting those calories in for the stillness of winter coming. And sisters, the word hustle and the action hustle almost hurts me to say. And I get sick every single time I don't even have to hustle. I just feel the hustle. I think it may be my upbringing. All the women of my life hustled and burnt themselves out all year round. They weren't proud of that hustle, proud of the burnout. Oh, look, I'm doing this. And the women that I grew up in my family, they'll actually list what they do every single day. And like, oh, I'm so exhausted, I'm so tired because I did all of these things. But it's proud of that, badge of honor. Growing up to be expected in our tribe of women, the hustle was the most important. If you did not hustle all year round, the women, they considered you, in my family, they considered you being lazy or that you needed to be pushed. And then when they pushed you, they asked, well, why are you broken? What, how come? Are you being lazy or are you really broken? Your second choice is to be ignored, right? If you didn't participate in the hustle, you were ignored. The hustle of the time of year is always emotionally draining for me, but I can organically feel that need to hustle and get things done before walking into stillness and sleep. Not being taught and not witnessing what stillness looks like within my women tribe growing up. In my later years embracing that shaman work, I looked to the trees and to nature to find my way. This particular principle, I never had a guide or a teacher. Literally, it was, I woke up and I'm like, I need to be acting like the environment that's around me. What's going on? And from there, I had teachers. This month may be completely foreign to all of you. Stillness, I know. A lot of us as women, especially at my age, share this story. On YouTube, I watch these 20-year-olds, different YouTube, and they're really focusing their energy on not spending a lot of money, not getting housing. They're living in tiny homes or small homes and living off the land. Christina, good morning. Oh, how's the baby? I'm so happy you're here. And they're living in these tiny homes and they're living as minimalists. Growing up, that was not the case for me. It was keeping up with the Joneses. And so I am thoroughly enjoying this younger generation than me, really embracing the stillness and minimalist and the simplicity of their lives. And I'm really learning from them. But as women at my age, it is completely foreign. Our youngest generations really have it going on. They got it. I would like to think they're learning from our mistakes. Stillness, sisters, is not doing nothing. Stillness is an action you must take, especially as a woman. Our sister Christina knows that all too well. She had a baby not very long ago, and her body is healing, and that stillness is so important. It is the doe, right? If you think of the doe in the winter, she's the one that keeps her antlers in the winter. The doe lights the path for her family's very survival. Up north, we know this. We know that the male deers shed their antlers. I know, isn't it interesting if you think about Santa and all of his reindeers are all male names? That is probably, or caribou. That is probably not the case back then. Male deers are keeping their antlers a little bit longer because we're not as cold as we used to be. But yeah, it's the males that lose their antlers. Your stillness, sleep, and quiet reflection will move mountains in the spring. Your stillness, sleep, and quiet will create so much power and energy. You will be a force to be reckoned with. Your stillness, sleep, and quiet reflections will bring you a must-needed rest. So your new seeds of intentions have the strength to grow. Your stillness, sleep, and quiet reflection will bring new perspectives and insights to a peaceful, joyful life. My dear sisters, for the next 4 months, is it quite 4 months? It's March something. So maybe not quite 4 months. You have got to rest. You've got to sleep. That should be your workout program. What are you doing for your workout program? I'm sleeping. And become perfectly still. In the coming weeks, I feel this principle alone this month teaching me will be life-changing for me and for you. I am so excited because even though I know these teachings, this is probably one of the hardest teachings that I have, is this stillness piece, this quiet reflection so that I can be well rested. You know, sometimes I always wonder year after year, how come my intentions aren't happening? What's going on? It's because I'm not resting. I'll be talking about how vitally important it will be this month for your spirit to be still and your emotions to rest and for your body to sleep. I'll be sharing my own personal strategies and the tools I have collected to help me now and hopefully you. This is going to be a big month for us as women. A big month. I know stillness in this day and age for women seems almost impossible. I know, I feel the eye roll, sisters. As you're listening, you're like, you're going to tell me to be still, especially right before Christmas. So yeah, I get it. And if anybody needs to practice this particular principle of stillness this month, it's me. So I'm right there holding hands with you. I know stillness in this day and age is so hard. It's not just finding the time, it's also sorting out the emotions of the quiet side and the comments, right? Because being silent for women, keeping us burnt out, keeping us unaware, keeping us sick, is keeping our energy low. It's stifling who we are and our purpose, right? So if we're quiet and we're still and we're well rested, can you imagine if all the women of the world were fully rested, what this world would really look like? We would have tons of energy to move mountains, keep us tired, keep us burnt out, keep us focusing on our weight, keep us focusing on having to be super women, like multitasking and all of that. Keep us in that state. We're too tired to move mountains, right? Keep us well nourished, well fed, keep us loving our body. Keep us resting, relaxing, keep us observing, hey, what's not working in our life and what is working in our life, and allowing that stillness to be there and that reflection. Can you imagine what all the women of the world can do starting in the spring? Yeah, we'll be moving mountains. You alone, through actions, are the change. Women need to see, learn, and practice. As other women watch you, I promise, over time, we'll join you. But you're the leader. If you're watching me, you're participating in this particular principle today, you practice stillness. You might get the comments, you might get the eye rolls, you might get that, but I promise they will join with you. All right, these are your reflections for this week, and then next week we go right into stillness of the spirit. So So your reflections is self. I'd like you to write down what is keeping you from being still. What is keeping you right now? And I know the first one for me is, it's Christmas. How can I be still? It's Christmas. You guys keep me accountable, so I will be. I'll be as still as I possibly can, especially with this cold. Right? But what other things are keeping you from being still? Is it your expenses are more than what you're bringing in, and so you're feeling overwhelmed with debt? Is it time? You're feeling you've got so much on your plate, you feel like you don't have time to be still. We'll be figuring all of that out. If you join my wise woman within winter, I'm so sorry. If you that will start next Sunday on the solstice, and we will be going through and helping you take you through that process. We'll be talking about we'll be doing ceremonies, as in drinking hot chocolate, real hot chocolate, and we'll be learning a dance. We'll be doing movement. We'll be journaling. It's going to be amazing. So definitely participate in that if you can. Your next reflection is on your relationships. Who in your life is a positive example of what winter rest looks like? Do you have that in your life? Write them down, follow them, observe them. Observe what they're doing. If you don't have a woman in your life that you're observing rest, then look to animals. Animals are a really good one for showing people what they should be doing. The other one, if you don't have a lot of animals, look to nature, look to your trees that you have in your area. And the last is the world. How would the world benefit everyone if we were all well rested? I know. Stillness and rest and rejuvenation is an action. And I'm just so excited about it. For the first year, I think I'm really going to do it. I can do this, right? So that is our Sacred Women Principles for today. Again, if you would like to be part of our top women, don't forget to share our this group with other women. It's completely free. If you feel that there's been value to these principles in your life, you've seen real change, there is in the description, there is a place for you to donate. Share Wise Women Within Winter. I think we just have a couple people, so the more the merrier, and it should be just nice and relaxing and reflective for all of you. And then I'm super excited. It's been a while since I was a dancer for 26 years, and it's been a while since I've choreographed a fun, relaxing little a dance. So it's just a great way to move your body and enjoy that sort of movement in winter. So let us end with our, I have it right here, with our prayer for healing. I've been forgetting to do this with you, and I apologize. So I will, I'll try to remember week after week. So our prayer for healing is for anyone that you feel that needs healing for this week. So let us close our eyes and take a deep breath in. Thank you to our highest divine of love, of peace, of kindness, and compassion for this principle. Thank you for leading us on this journey of stillness and quiet. We're excited to be well rested. We're excited to kind of go into our own hibernation. Prayer for healing. Source of divine love and the healing power of grace, of peace, of kindness, and communication. I place in your gentle care a need for healing, and the healing of my friends, my family, my neighbors, and especially my enemies. I now ask you to fill our hearts with your transcending and transforming love. I now ask you to heal our life, that we may receive your unconditional love and healing. We ask for healing especially for anyone who needs it. Any sisters that are struggling, especially with stillness. Any women that are feeling lonely, especially this holiday season, that want to feel connectedness. We hope they find us. As we accept and receive this amazing blessing, all wounds and pain are offered up to you. Thank you, our divine, as we walk in love. All right. Oh, and Diane said a special, and I'm sorry I missed that, a special healing for Diane's sister, Suzanne. Let's take a moment of stillness for our sister, Suzanne. All right. All right. Again, this week, I will do my best to, I have, again, a hard time with the hustle, and I have a hard time trying to sell something, and I really don't want to. My birthday wish, because this is my birthday week, is not really forcing anything. So if you would like to take the Wise Woman Within class, if you're one of our top women, I've messaged a group of the top 10 and you can join our class. You don't have to. And if this is something that feels good and $47 is a little more than comfortable, please, thank you for the hearts, Diane. Please message me and we will make sure you get it for, even if it's $1, that you can participate in the class. I feel like this class has so much value for me that I want to make sure everybody that wants to can do this. So anyway, I love you all literally from the bottom of my heart. Together, I really truly believe that by learning our principles, we can change the world. And it's because we're all willing to start at home. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye.